Okay, Vedic Astrology, March 2023 reading, your tarot and Kundali alignment. For those of you who are new to my channel, who are new as a subscriber, there are videos where I have already put up on my channel showing you why I do the alignment between tarot and Vedic astrology to give you a different kind of reading in your horoscope. And always recall, always remember, and I have videos on this, that your transits, which is what I'm doing here, is secondary to the dasha that you are experiencing based on your chart. And the first card that we have here is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords followed by the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. My goodness. After the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Page of Cups. Then the next card is the Knight of Pentacles. And that Knight is followed by the Four of Pentacles. So, Pentacles, Swords, and Cups. Then we have the Eight of Cups. A lot of emotions going on here. The Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The penultimate card is the Three of Cups, celebration. But what are we celebrating? And the final card in this spread is the Ten of Wands. And as you know, as my followers, my subscribers, I use other cards to clarify and to give us a further meaning or depth. And I use the Wisdom Chakra, and this is the Wisdom Chakra that is now being shuffled to give us another idea as to what might be the emotions or energies surrounding the reading that we're doing for this month, March 2023. And that Chakra Wisdom card is Gossip. Gossip, and it is the Anahata Chakra. And again, this is emotions, your heart, that is what is we dealing with. And we had a lot of cups in the spread that was selected previously, and this is the element, and the element here is earth. So while we might have a lot of emotions, it is very stable. There's stability, there's grounding, there's foundation. That is what is coming to me from that earth card. And now we have the bhavas, or the houses in Vedic astrology, which I am using as the alignment, as a circle to read these cards and give you a true analysis. And that bhava is the fourth bhava, or the fourth house. It's all about family, it's all about mother, it's all about home comforts. It can be about your transportation, your vehicles, and how you get from one place to another, your journeys. How do you traverse, and what is the outcome of these journeys that you are going on. And we are now going to look at the graha, or the planet that is going to come up for this month. And that graha, that planet, is Venus. Venus, beauty, the finer things in life. Again, vehicles, motherly affection, the moon. Venus is all about the finer things in life: art, dance, music, poetry, jewelry, those things that we strive for, that really have no place in some of our lives. And the deity here that is coming up is Kalki, and Kalki is the 10th incarnation of Lord Krishna, or Lord Vishnu, sorry, who has not yet visited us on this earth. And let us see what these cards are all about. Okay, let's start the ball rolling here with our transit chart for the month of March 2023. And as you can see, the longer lasting planets, or the slower moving planets, have still remained in their zodiac signs. We have Saturn remaining in its own home, which is Aquarius. We have Jupiter remaining in Pisces. Rahu remains here in Aries, and Ketu remains in Libra. So these are the planets that move very slowly. They don't move every month like the others, like Venus, Mercury, Mars, and nobody moves as fast as Moon, as we are aware. And we have the transits happening here where the planets move from one zodiac sign to the other. And I always tell you that transits are always secondary to dashas. You know, transits are calculated from the natal moon. And the moon here at the beginning of March is placed in Gemini. But where is your natal moon? Where is your natal moon placed? Is it in Gemini also, or is it in Sagittarius? And the transit will mean something specific to you if we know what your natal moon or where your natal moon is posited, which is why I tell people, you know, this reading or these readings have to be general in nature because I don't have your information to give you that specific reading for you. So, you know, if you are interested, request a report at zidamastrology.com. And then we have, at the end of the day, we have some movements, you know, that are happening during the month of March. Saturn remains in Aquarius with Sun at the commencement of the month of March, but Sun shifts to Pisces around the middle of March. Venus moves into Aries March 11th and loses the exaltation status that she is enjoying right now in Pisces, because Pisces is where Venus is exalted up to 27 degrees. Mercury also shifts from Mercury shifts from Aquarius into Pisces around the same time, and Mercury becomes debilitated. So that means that, you know, we have to look at how we speak or how we communicate. This is Venus, who will move into Aries around March the 11th. Sun goes into Pisces around the 15th of March. Therefore, Mercury can also be combust, which means that, you know, it's not only debilitated, it is combust. And that is a major, you know, downfall for a lot of people when you have a chance to rethink, you have a chance to not say anything, but you can speak out of turn, you can speak, you know, a language that others don't want to hear. And, you know, this is a heads up for you, for whose Mercury is with their ascendant or whose Mercury is in a particular house, that will give a specific reading for you. But generally, we need to look out for our communication in or during March month, from the middle of March to the end of March, because Mercury is not only debilitated, he is also combust. And then there are no major aspects within these movements that, you know, one planet seeing each other, except for Saturn on Rahu. Saturn is here. Saturn is here and will have a third aspect on Rahu. And when Venus moves into Aries around March 11th, Saturn will also throw that aspect on Venus, so that you will have some kind of delays in some of the things in life that you want to enjoy, and the beauties, the transportation may have delays. It may have obstacles for you moving from one place to another. So, you know, you have to be careful if you are going to purchase a vehicle, if you are looking to travel, then, you know, around the middle of March, just be a little cautious, be a little extra careful on how you travel and in what vehicle you travel in. But, you know, we want to deal with the conjunction of Jupiter and Venus today, because Jupiter in Pisces is that you value human emotion and sensitivity. You know, our attitudes and values concerning religion, our moral conduct, our education and politics are given a new light. It becomes visionary, inspired. We also value those things that, you know, aren't always evident on the surface. We can't see it. And these things include those, you know, mystical, cosmic, hidden, and sometimes magical things, so that we need to avoid confrontation, you know, that we don't fringe or infringe on people's possibility and give unnecessary criticism or fault finding, because we want to look at things, but we're not seeing things under the surface. because Jupiter loves to expand, you know. So we instead should give the benefit of the doubt and let the people and the situations find their own way. And because Jupiter's nature is extravagance, we must guard against the too much, as it were, you know, because Jupiter's zeal can supersede moderation at times. It can expand the more negative qualities um, of a sign, and you know, just as it can magnify the positive trait. So we have to look out for that expansion, that we may expand too much and lose sight of what is the truth, what is reality. And then we have Venus in Pisces, where you know we become imaginative and creative. And Venus, remember, here is exalted, so Venus is powerful. Venus is very powerful. But we can also learn more easily through our feelings, our emotions, because logic is not playing a part here. Even though the guru Jupiter wants to teach us logic, Venus in his exaltation may just override that kind of logic and reason. The element of water governs the sign. So Pisces, you know, you can throw a kind of a moody and you're easily hurt into the Pisces, into the Jupiter and Venus conjunction here. And we can create an alternate reality with this conjunction with Jupiter and Venus. And you know, this placement of Venus in Pisces requires strength, because although Venus is well liked and respected, Venus becomes quite sensitive to outside influences and tends to attract emotionally needy people looking for someone to depend on. And you know, you can give of yourself and not look after your own self. You might be too concerned about people and their needs, or that you may want to help yourself, so you will stretch yourself, help others, so you will stretch yourself thin. And then we have Mars in the middle of the month also moving across to Mars moving across to Gemini. So Mars becomes a little bit not forceful, not, you know, they are worthy of a battle, but they are looking at the gentler side of the battle. They are first reasoning and using logic before they enter that battle as the commander. So all of these things you have to look at in the month of March for the transit of the grahas. And let us see what are the cards that are coming up to help us clarify what this may mean. And the unity card, the beginning card, the whole foundation of this reading comes from the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords tells us that it is a difficult cycle that is ending. So probably your worries and your troubles are coming to an end. You are going on a short journey, so that you are allowing this difficult cycle to end now and to phase out. You know, quietly pass it through by setting your sights on the future. Look forward. Don't dwell on the past. Don't dwell on what you are missing and what obstacles can come in your way. Saturn is here, and Saturn is going to, you know, continue to throw obstacles in a way, because Saturn wants us to learn. Saturn wants us to develop. Saturn wants us to understand the true worth of any rewards that we get. So Saturn here with the Six of Swords is telling us at the end of the day, you know, think with an open mind, investigate all the possibilities. You might be experiencing an unpleasant, frustrating situation, but you will know peace of mind and harmony, like the sun, you know, after the storm everything quiets down. But you are making great progress now. Recognize that everything is relative to, you know, a viewpoint or a perspective, and you need to communicate in a non-threatening way that will allow other people to consider new ideas, thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that they have not yet considered. So this is what I was telling you about Mercury being debilitated and combust. You know, you have to look at other people's thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes, because when Mercury moves into Pisces, again, I remind you, it becomes combust, because Sun will be there, And Mercury is also debilitated in Pisces up to 15 degrees. So just watch out for that and be careful. The Six of Swords is also telling you that, but the Six of Swords is also telling you that you carry your troubles with you, and they should not represent a heavy burden, because you are taking that journey away from it. You have dealt with it emotionally, but you are blessed with the gift of support in adversity, so that you you are willing to cross the water, as it were, to see the other person's point of view, and resolving arguments, that you lay everything on the table in order to achieve clarity and unruffled communication. So this Six of Swords is speaking to the placement of Mercury when it moves, or when Mercury moves into Pisces in the middle of March. And it's telling you, as I said before, look at your communication. You now recognize that by staying calm, you waste neither energy nor opportunity. And then we have the power line with the sun and the moon, and here we have the consequences of you not understanding what the Six of Swords is telling you, and what Mercury's placement in Pisces is telling you. The Ten of Swords say, are you feeling that friends have turned against you? Are you experiencing the end of delusion in a spiritual matter? Feeling as if you have been stabbed in the back. What are these feelings of extreme happiness, unhappiness, and depression, that you feel a deep sense of loss? But tomorrow always dawns new hope, because Mercury is not going to stay there for all the time. And then for in Pisces, Mercury is moving across in a month's time into Aries, but Venus is there. Venus is giving you that exaltation, and Jupiter is expanding all those creative and artistic and imaginative abilities for Venus. So tomorrow always dawns new hope. Release the fears that led you to this negative thinking. Allow yourself the right to give up, turn away from ungrateful friends, and probably abandon any future project that you have started, and you feel that you can't win. So stop fighting these losing battles. Rise up and look to help, or to get help from higher powers. That's what I'm seeing here, because the Ace of Pentacles is all about new resources, bringing new harmony, balance between the material and spiritual things. Surrender to the spiritual, and you will find that a change has occurred. You have been released. You can choose to discover that the monster you fear is not half as bad as you think. Expand your thinking. Your life is not over. Every vision is an illusion until it has become, or until it has become a reality. And your reality is dependent on your point of view. And this is giving you a heads up about your communication, a heads up about too much ego, Jupiter expanding too much, needy people wanting you to do for them and not for themselves, that you are overstretched. This is what it is, and it is a time for you to ground your creative energy into material gain, contentment, and the fulfillment of your hopes. This is what the power line with the Ace of Pentacles is telling you. Allow yourself to experience the ultimate balance, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical, so that you will get success, resulting in a joyful life. Everything is great now, and successful ventures are possible. This is what the Ace of Pentacles is telling you. So hold on a bit, don't rush it. The power line is telling you the consequences of not following the Six of Swords is where the placement of Mercury and Venus is. It is where the Ace of Pentacles is telling you, have that little patience. Material success is gonna come to you. You can silently visualize your hoped for results, decide how to use them in a new way, and then keep at it until you see it happening. Experience the fruits of your labor, so that you can, you are ready and always open to the truth. And then we have the harmony line here with again, mental here, Mercury, and the harmony, which is Pallas. And we have here what needs to be removed to move forward. And the Page of Cups is telling us, you will receive an offer of help and cooperation, energy which has moved through possessiveness and manipulation and jealousy, but you will master the capacity to offer emotional loyalty to others in ways or in objective ways. So this Page of Cups is telling you that those persons who are very needy and who would want you to stretch yourself thin, you have mastered the capacity, or you should master the capacity for your emotional loyalty to others in objective ways, you know, unencumbered by conflict and responsibility or sensual desire, contemplate what is fantasy and what is reality, and put them in the proper balance. An important message will also be arriving for you soon. Be ready to start a new project. So again, hold on until probably around the middle of the month, because you need to express your feelings in a logical and reasonable way, and you can't do that until Mercury moves from Pisces. You get rid of unwanted feelings by expressing them, but you don't want to express them in a harsh or disloyal way. So that is what the Page of Cups is telling you. And what helps you maintain this balance is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles asks you to set achievable goals, attain your goals and increase your project. Always build your progress, always build off each achievement and utilize your resources. So don't plan too many things. Take one thing at a time, achieve that goal, and then move on. Recognize that taking responsibility for your action brings out your practical qualities, but at the same time it is a denial of your natural desire for adventure, which distorts your attitude. So you feel that you can't get what you want to move forward. But Saturn is there aspecting Venus when Venus moves into Aries in the middle of the month, and Saturn is going to create some obstacles and delays. So this is a heads up for you that you will soon begin to feel trapped as your sense of security seems threatened by these conflicting desires. You wish to build solid and abundant structures, but you experience a great need to move on. But Saturn is going to create those delays. So this Knight of Pentacles may be a little flustered, maybe a little needy, but this again is a heads up for you. Trust that the hidden horizons will always be expanded, and do not resist the what motivates you to do better things. You are the builder of new forms, and you have the ability to recreate structures. It is, you are trustworthy, and you should not experiment outside your goal. And the creator there is the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles tells you, what drives you in a new direction, and it's your power and vitality, the ability to empower yourself and others, the gift of drawing the resources to you where that you need, and combined with your practical ability and your full power that you see in tangible ways. You are fond of being in charge. You're a little, a leader, a little boss in this respect. You like power, and you will work very hard for your money. So this is where you are going to reap the rewards by taking this journey with the Six of Swords. In response to the troubles you have experienced, you have turned your focus to giving yourself a protective layer against any economic problems that may arise in the future, excluding, those that you need through your personal security. No matter how self-centered you try to make yourself, you remain vulnerable to light. In fact, people need you. You will try to reach out. You will stretch yourself thin. You feel that you don't need anybody, but then you do. You may want to move around, but Venus is telling you, hold up, there might be issues with transportation, with vehicles, with travel for you. So that let's see how you're going to cope with the material world and the material resources that you have here. And the Eight of Cups tells you that your basic fortitude and hope for the future are strengths that other people depend on. So it all comes back to Venus, Jupiter, and Venus and Saturn with the aspect at the middle of March month. You know, um, some people are too needy and they making you feel manipulated and used without giving you a return of energy. And this is what Venus and Pisces is all about. And this card, this Eight of Cups is telling you that, avoid the psychic drain and take your time out to care for your own needs. And please, you can see how these cards align to the transit of the grahas. You could understand why I at Zidam Astrology do this, because there is meaning to the tarot cards and Vedic astrology. There is a marriage state, and these cards speak to that. They show you, and this is not coincidence. You saw the video where these cards were just chosen randomly, and the software pulls up the position of the grahas in the sky. This is not me just taking an arbitrary planet and putting it there. This is where the planets are in March 2023. Any astrologer or astronomer will tell you that, you can pull it up in any astrology website or astronomy website. So these things are so pure in its energy to give you that potential. So have faith in yourself and your energies. But getting back to this Eight of Cups, it tells you prepare to leave a stable situation and journey into the unknown. And the Six of Swords is telling you you are journeying, you are going on a journey. Rest now, restore your energy in quiet solitude. And you are exploring your emotions through the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands here has Venus. Know and respect yourself. Be true to yourself. Value yourself by walking your own path. Be honest. Keep mentally, physically, and emotionally fit, and your spirit will naturally guide you. Preparation and strength will be necessary for any opposition that can arise now. And this is what, again, look at this card, the Nine of Wands. It's telling you that opposition is coming. It speaks to Saturn throwing delays when it aspects Venus in the middle of March. Preparation and strength will be necessary for any opposition that can arise now, but you will be victorious because you have the heads up. You have, charm, you have vitality. Face your greatest fears with the gift of this strength of purpose and aspire to your higher purpose. Meet your future with an unshakable stance. Protect and support others who are in need. You will find your spiritual strength in them, but do not give too much that you are stretched too thin and become without energy. You can't revitalize yourself. Open your mind to life. Look at all the possibilities. And the Air card, which is, how are you thinking and your current strategies and goals, is the Three of Cups. And it speaks about success. The Three of Cups is all about celebration, the beginning of new lifestyle, and the commencement of, a love which is mutual. You have the gift of an abundant communicating heart. You can communicate your feelings, especially nurturing, light-hearted feelings of love. And this is what Venus wants to do in Pisces. And Jupiter is going to expand that. So again, the cards and the reading for Jupiter and Venus and Pisces is really twofold here. It is really telling you something, and please listen to it. People reveal aspects of themselves that they normally couldn't share because your natural grace and harmony, make you enjoyable to be around at this point in time, and you inspire others with your belief in them and in their capabilities. So understand what the cards are telling you. And then the final card will tell you about your will and ambition, and this is Mars, which is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands tells you, again, do not overexert yourselves, because your eagerness to please others involved you in so many situations that your energy is weighed down with commitments and problems. So you don't have the freedom to take that journey of the Six of Swords, that freedom to travel, to seek adventures and new involvement. So don't get yourself in too many things. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Take one thing at a time. Deal with one issue at a time. Don't get caught up in the rush and the need of others and lose your way, that you cannot go in this journey to revitalize yourself. Do you want to be free to travel, to seek adventure and new involvements? So if you want to do that, you cannot let yourself be caught in an endless circle of responsibilities, whether it's family, financial, or work. Don't take the total weight on your shoulders. Always try to smooth away the problems, but um, don't do it all the time. Take some time for yourself. You have created these situations yourself by acting without thinking or taking on a new problem simply because you want a challenge. So don't do that. Consider now, if your burdens are real or if they are serving as an excuse for you to do something really constructive with your life, such as allowing yourself to break away from a bad situation, go on that journey of the Six of Swords, begin to stretch the limits and boundaries you have placed on yourself. Extend yourself for your own purpose, not for others. Experience something unfamiliar, unknown. Teach yourself to be at home anywhere. Be versatile, adaptable, and flexible. And let us see what is the guidance from the deities in this. And Venus here, Venus, we spoke about it, and we saw Venus coming in, and I can't emphasize how this Venus is going to be affecting you, so that again, understand what Venus is doing here in Pisces. A reminder that Venus is exalted, may want to give you everything in too quick a way, and you will lose yourself. When Venus transits into Aries around the middle of the month, there's going to be delays. Don't get stuck. Understand you taking one thing at a time and not everything you want to do at the same time. Also be careful about vehicles, about transportation. There may be some issues there. Then we have the next card here is gossip. And gossip tells you, do not judge a book by its cover, because you may lose a valued friendship. And this might be a reverse in the way of you thinking that persons are coming to you because, you are exalted, Venus is exalted, and you are expanding. You might be able to have new things or buy new things, and people are coming to you with their hands open, and you may feel that, I don't want to help that person. Maybe that person is asking too much of me. Don't judge a book by its cover. You don't know probably the desperate situation that this person who may have never come to you for help is now coming to you, so that while there is a need for you to balance yourself and not stretch yourself too thin, there is also a need for you to be compassionate, because this is Pisces, and Pisces is all about your spiritual self, your emotional and harmonious balance that you want to create. So that gossip card is telling you, do not judge a book by its cover, and you may not lose a valued friendship in this way. So it's a balance. Things are coming to you fast and furious, but you have to take this slow road. You have to take the slow road. And then we have Earth, and Earth is telling you that slow down, stability, foundation, grounded. The earth is not about quick action. The earth is about slow and steady. Growth is slow and steady. That is what this earth is telling you. Again, the cards are aligned. And the fourth house is telling you what makes you feel secure. Support your home base or family. Do what makes you feel that you are safe, that you are secure. Your home base or your family makes you feel that, as you did in the past, do it now. Understand yourself, Venus, and the fourth house. If Pisces is your fourth house, then it's really going to explode for you, that you want to make your family feel safe, you want to feel safe, you want the support from your family. So this is what it's all about. And Kalki here is the destroyer of the Iron Age. And it is telling you here in this reading with Lord Kalki, and Lord Kalki is the 10th incarnation of Lord Vishnu, who will come to earth to help us balance when evil overcomes good. And we are in the Iron Age, where each man is to himself. Nobody really cares about each other. Religion, practice, we are seeing so many things coming out from history, where we have the abuse of children in certain um, religious places. We have cults being formed. We have persons really only looking for monetary gain rather than spiritual gain. We are so overwhelmed with work, we can only think of ourselves and not others. Children in this land right now, in this Iron Age, it's really a horror. And Lord Kalki is supposed to come to balance that when evil really and truly overcomes good. And Lord Kalki is telling us here there is strength in adversity, and we can combat evil with our determination. We can overcome these arguments that are coming our way, because we have that determination in combating evil. We have that determination to escape the negative influence of the age of the Iron Age, of the age of Kali. So this is what Kalki is telling you. You have the strength, you have the determination. So this is a reading that is really a strong reading for March month. If you want it to be specific to you, please request a report, because I will just remind you again that this is not specific to any one horoscope, because your specific reading will come from your particular information. This information is a general reading, what could be happening and what is the potential successes and pitfalls that may be happening in the month of March for all ascendants, for all zodiac signs. Bhagwan's blessing has once again brought me to an end of a video sharing with you words and knowledge coming from Vedic Astrology and Tarot alignment at Zedam Astrology. I always hope that you learn something new when you look at my videos. I ask that you sign up, share, subscribe, and leave your comments so that I can grow with you and not just be stagnant. Thank you for listening, and I hope something new and exciting enters your thoughts and enables your dreams. Be safe, happy, and healthy until we meet again. Take care. Bye.